What up, what up, what up, what up, world? It's your boy Chuck Wick Ills, aka Charles Brown, back again with another review. But first, I want to ask you a good question. How you doing? You good? Good. All right, we back again. This time, we're going to talk about your boy, Dave East and Styles P, Beloved. I'm going to say it's Beloved, Beloved, one or the other. You do know that David means beloved or friend. I hope that's clear at this point after listening to this magnificent CD. I want to start talking about these two artists as far as my history with these two. So, as you all know, Dave East is a newer artist. I've heard of Dave East probably 5 years ago, maybe. I kept hearing his name, Dave East, Dave East, Dave East. But I knew he was right in that lane of these New Yorkers who was bringing back that New York feeling, and he was doing it like the old-fashioned way, just rhymes, just beats and rhymes, and just going hard, blah blah blah. But I hadn't heard much of him when he first dropped. Like, it's some people you got that as soon as they drop, it's some people that listen to everything. As soon as it drop, they run and get it. Oh my God! As soon as they hear the person's name, they run out and get it. Me, I'm the other hand. I need you to have some staying power. I need you to have some time in the game. I need you to have some, because you're gonna have guys with one, two nice songs, and they making some noise for 30 days, 60 days. You know what I'm saying? Or 6 months, they making some noise, or they bringing the feeling back. All this nonsense. But I need you to bring the feeling back and keep it back. A year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Like, before I even started, like, it took me forever to listen to Joey Badass. They was championing him. They was championing Joey Badass back when all hip-hop was still the go-to, you know what I'm saying? The go-to spot for new music. They was talking about Joey Badass. Not nothing against Joey Badass, but I didn't go check it out. They gave you a certain level of what to expect before you even heard it. They would describe what Joey Badass was doing before you even heard it. You already knew. Just like Little Brother. I heard a Little Brother before I heard the music. It was on all hip hop talking about how much respect in the rap game they have garnered and how much they deserved and how much they were taking it back to the real sound and boom bap. And so I heard about Little Brother well before I started listening to it. My boys was like, yo, you gotta listen to Little Brother. But I'm just different, man. I'm just like, I cannot just get into the first thing you drop and I'm all over it. I'm like, oh yeah, this. I didn't even listen to a Tribe Called Quest first album till the second one was out. Actually, no, I take that back. I didn't listen to the Tribe Called Quest album till the first Tribe Called Quest till about 6 months to a year after they dropped. Then I got into Tribe. But I say all that to say this. Dave East, if I'm not mistaken, has signed to Nas's label. I believe Mass Appeal. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if he's on Mass Appeal. And I don't know if he's on Def Jam. I don't know what he's actually on. But I know that he's making some noise. I watched him on the Netflix special. The hip-hop documentary special. They did like 6 parts. Him, G-Eazy, Rhapsody. Who else was on there? I think another dude that I can't think of everybody that was on there, but it was about 5 or 6 of them, and it was a little special, just following them around. So they followed Dave East around. Oh, Nas was on there too, and they followed Dave East around, and I got to know who he was. He was a family man. He wasn't this thug out here just wilding for the, you know what I'm saying, for the gram and just doing all this nonsense. Because there's a method to this madness. When you're this in the streets and you're this in tuned to what's going on in the streets, it could be either one of two things. You're mad smart to be in the streets but still alive. You're mad smart, or you're way too in deep with it. You're way too like just no remorse, no, it's just disregard for everything. Like, you just don't care, and you just out there, whatever happens, happens. Like, oh, I might not live past tomorrow. That type of dude. I didn't know which type of dude I was getting with Dave East, and once I saw that documentary, I saw his daughter. I believe it's a daughter. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. His I don't know if she's his wife or fiance or whatever. Just different elements of a man. It's like the average rapper that's don't got no common sense would have went on there and did a lot of fronting. You know what I'm saying? Would have went on there and tried to show this and that and try to act like he's always wilding and this and that. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't get the sense that this dude is out here wilding. Yeah, he's on some tough talk, which is what it is. It is what it is. But if that's how you living, that's how you living. Now, if you're introspective about it and you're insightful about it, that's a different animal than if you just out here talking tough and you really just a sucker or something. No, this dude doesn't strike me as somebody just talking tough, just acting like, it seemed like a dude that is one of them dudes, you know how they say the quiet ones is to get you? It seemed like that one. It seemed like that dude, that's the quiet dude that is ready for whatever. That's what it seemed like with me, that this dude is not out here trying to brag, he's just trying to eat. You know what I'm saying? And his stuff is very 2000-ish, like 99, 2000, 2001, 2002, that era, like, you know what I'm saying, that Rough Rider, all that era right there. It seemed like this is where he fits. But it also seemed like if you take that pun era, that early Wu era, back when the locks was just starting to pop, he got that feeling to me as well. So it's like not necessarily mad new, but not mad old, where you're talking like Tim Dog and some old shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking that old 92. I'm talking about that little sweet spot between like 96 and 06. This the feeling I get from this dude. When I heard Nas signed him, I was like, wow, that's a big cosign. I need to be more aware of what's going on with this dude. I checked him out. I liked the stuff he was doing. I liked what I heard. I liked what the vibe he was giving. Because like at the same time I heard of him, I think I heard of Troy Ave. And everybody was saying Troy Ave was bringing it back. And this and that. So this is one of my key examples of hyping something up. It was like, oh, Troy Ave, oh, you got to go listen to Troy Ave. Yo, he bringing it back, that New York flavor, blah, blah. And I didn't really see it like that when I finally did hear Troy Ave. I saw it a little different. You know what I'm saying? He was doing what he wanted to do, but it wasn't that bringing the New York back to me. It felt like it was just a lot. It was extra, and it just was like, you know what I'm saying? It's whatever. But so that's what I try not to do. I try not to fall into these traps so everybody's gassing somebody. And then, you know what I'm saying, you go and listen to it, and it's not what they making it out to be. But I didn't get that from Dave East. I got the complete opposite. I got a guy that sounded grounded. He sounded very in tune with this culture of ours. He sounded like straight off the streets of New York, and he said some real shit. He got a song off the last album where he was talking about basically how his man was just pretty much jealous of him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I eat and I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm on the road right now. I can't call you back. And then when I do hear from you again, now it's a different tone. Now you acting like I'm fronting on you. And that's real shit. So it's like, I like what this dude is doing. Like, his real talk is not overly like just obnoxiously ridiculous super thug shit. Like, when I say Troy Ave, it's like Troy Ave shit was super thug shit. Like, just shit that real niggas not really doing out here. You know what I'm saying? They doing it and then they paying the consequences for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, Dave East doesn't strike me as some super thug, some gangsterlicious dude out here just making his life seem bigger than it is. And I like that. And so him getting with Styles P is almost like poetic. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like this is ordained. Like, I believe both of these dudes, his name is David. Both of these dudes are on the same type of skill set, the same type of skill level. They both sound like they really, really was out here. It doesn't sound like some fabricated stuff like with other cats. It seems like these dudes basically are birds of a feather. So I don't know how the Dave East Styles P collab came, but you know, dudes bump into each other, dudes start to feeling each other, and I've seen quite a few link ups where two dudes that you may not even really knew each other like that linked up for an album and EP and all this little stuff. Like, not on this type of level, but like, I'm not gonna compare Drake and Future to this, but I'm just saying two solo artists that got together and did something that people wasn't expecting. This is one of them type of things. Styles P, Legend in the Game are always just right in that same socket pocket. You ain't never really gonna go too left or right. And I said in the video previously that Styles is starting to become that go-to feature guy. Like on the underground, it seems like if you listen to the majority of underground albums recently, in my opinion, especially if they New York related or if they're boom bapish or streetish or something to that nature, a lot of guys are reaching out to Styles. A lot of guys are reaching out to Styles P. Styles P was just on that Black Thought joint. Styles P was on, what's the other joint? I think he was on Rhapsody's joint too. Styles P's on mad joints, and he's getting that look, that older veteran look that when you start to garner unquestioned respect. I think that's what Styles P, I think that's where he's at with his career. You're not reaching out to Styles P for some abstract over to the left. You know what you're getting with Styles. You know what you're getting. If you're reaching out to him, you know what you're getting. You're getting some hard, no nonsense rhymes, just straight up street shit, basically hood shit. You're getting it, and that's all you get. You ain't getting, you know what I'm saying, a whole lot of, he I'm not saying he's not versatile, but you're gonna get that lock shit, the LOX. You're gonna get what you get. So these two dudes coming together is very, it makes sense to me. But I didn't know, that this was happening. It came out of nowhere with an album release, just like Fab did with Jada, just out of nowhere. Just, we dropping this joint, blah blah. Now maybe like, sometimes like there may have been a song that took off and everybody was like, yo, I would love to hear these two together. Maybe, I don't know if they did a song together. I can't tell you that for sure. If they did some kind of song, just like when Slaughterhouse did one song called Slaughterhouse, and then all of a sudden everybody's like, yo, what if they was a group that's crazy? So I don't know if that happened with this, if these two dudes did a song and everybody's like, yo, if y'all dudes was a group or whatever. Or it was just some organic shit where they kicking it all the time around each other's auras, each other's vicinity, and it just built into a genuine affection or, affinity for each other, and they just decided, let's make this project. So Dave East and Styles P, Beloved. I got wind of this, I think, on Twitter. I think Dave East Twitter was where I first saw it, and then I saw a couple other people posting it, and I didn't know it was coming, so I was like, all right, I got to check that out. I gave myself a few days to get to it because I had a lot other stuff that I was working on, but I went and listened to it. I don't do any reviews without listening to stuff 2, 3, 4 times. So I had to listen to this a couple times to give my review for it. And it's a good quality album. It is very, is very hood, for lack of a better word. Is structured where the hood gonna love this. Dudes in jail gonna love this. People with an affinity for lyrics gonna love this. People with a nostalgia for boom bap rap gonna love this. New York aficionados gonna love this. Backpackers, some of them gonna love this. People that like to keep it simple but they like to keep it new gonna love this. Boom bap cats gonna love this, and cats that love these two artists separately gonna love them together. There's nothing here that makes this not work, because like I mentioned Drake and Future before, I think their combination album, their collab album, a lot of people didn't get out of it what they thought they were going to get. But I think this one is exactly what you thought it was going to be. This is exactly what it's supposed to be. Some hard rap, some boom bap shit, and it is what it is. There's a couple features, but it's not like overly featured. I mean, you would expect the locks to be on here. You would expect that. But it's not, it's a couple features, couple singers, but it's not like when you get a French Montana where it's 25 features on there. I can say that these dudes seem natural. They go back and forth. They do a lot of EPMD-ish stuff, like you rap, I rap, you rap, I rap. It's like a bunch of jumping in and out. They did that on a lot of this. So I'm going to assume they were in the studio a lot together with this. I don't think these were emailed verses or things like that. I think that the producers, they got a chance. They took a chance with some of these guys. Some of these guys have names. Some of these guys, they took a chance on them. It seemed like to me, and it works. There's not one whack song on here to me. I'm sure somebody will say, well, what about this or that? Nothing's whack. Nothing is subpar, but it all caps at a certain level to me. It all stays in the same pocket. And even at their most diverse, it still sounds like these two, which is not bad, but that's the only thing I can say about the album, that if I have to have a critique, that the album is very one thing. It's very one thing. And that's what it is with some projects. That's what they're gonna be. Like you get a Kendrick, it's gonna be all over. It's gonna say this, that, and that. Some albums gonna be from beginning to end. This is what you're gonna get. And I believe Beloved is one of those albums. Great artwork, great backdrop. As far as what their music that they chose, their beats, I think this is the structure of this album was to bring that New York feeling back, in my opinion. And I think they achieved that. I think that with the type of beats they chose, some of them are break beats, some of them are just muffled snares and kicks, some of them are throwback beats that are reminiscent of something you heard before, but not quite. And I feel like what they did was make a very palatable album. So what I want to do is I want to go song for song like we always do. I want to give you my grade at the end, and we're going to keep it moving. So let's get this review started. Dave East and Styles P, Beloved. Track 1, Beloved, featuring Dice Payne, produced by Dazel, The Machine. This track is mid-tempo with a hard-kicking snare, melodic strings with keys that play well together. It got a 2000s feel. Like I said before, it feels like they're around that era of 01, 02, around that era, like, you know what I'm saying, that Rough Riders era. They go back and forth a lot like EPMD. You hear that a lot on this album, like I said before, and it's a lot of common sense hood talk. They have a refrain in there that's auto-tuned, but it's so low that it doesn't overpower the song. You can hear the auto-tune, but you only get a slight hint of it. The beat is dope. This is a good way to start this album. Dazel is in his bag with this one. I like what they did with this song. So we're starting off good. Next song, It's Lit, produced by Black Sean. It's a dramatic type intro. You got the gun cocking and all that. You know, it's just stuff that's starting it up, get it going. This is another that 2000s feel. The bass is a heavy bass. They go back and forth like, you know, on some Run DMC, EPMD. They did that for like at least the first 4 joints. When I say back and forth, it's Davies give you 4 bars, then Styles P jump and give you 4 bars, then Jay Davies come back. It's just back and forth. The EPMD, the Run DMC, that little shit. Just more mob raps, more street hooks, gangster talk. It's a bouncy, hard head nodding bottom hook. It's simple but effective. It's Lit is like this is what I would expect like 2 older cats doing, like a hook that just is lit, like just whatever. This feel like what they would do, some New York dudes would do. And there's nothing wrong with it. The beat is good. Another song, there's nothing whack with this song. Black Sean, I like his production as well. I'm gonna keep it moving. Next song, number 3, For All My Niggas, produced by Scram Jones. Now I've heard of Scram Jones before. I haven't heard of the other 2, but Scram Jones, this man been in the game for a minute. I'm not sure if he's like an in-house producer for the Locks or something like that, but the name does ring bells. The beat is hard, old school breakbeat loop, in my opinion. Several records have used this beat, but I could not, in my mind, I could not lock in with what beat this was, but I do know it was a break beat. It's a mid-tempo track with a hard bass, more street talk, jail talk, you know what I'm saying? Just The production got this grimy boom bap effect to it. Just more ghetto, you know what I'm saying? More drug shit. It is what it is. It's dope. 3 tracks in, I don't hear nothing whack. I'm gonna keep it moving. Next song. Shout Out My Hood, produced by Mike Cuz and Buddha and Grands. It's a very different angle on this one. The bass line is driving. The track is it's kind of off center, off key. It's like it doesn't start on a 1, but it works. Everything about it is kind of weird, the structure, but I like it. It's different. It has like scary movie sense in there, but they work well. These two dudes go back and forth, like just on some tag team shit, same shit. You know what I'm saying? This is old school shit. This is like a lot of cats don't do this. A lot of right now they doing melodic singing, this and that. This is some other shit. This is back in the day. This is restoring that New York feeling, what we used to, what we came for. This is another song with like just hood intentions, more more get money versus that, just that New York talk, swagged out shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't have anything wrong with that. I can listen to that. You know what I'm saying? I can listen to that. I can also bounce back into some overly conscious. I'm all over the place. I like my hip hop diverse, and this is right there. Next song, number 5. Don't Cross Me featuring Jazzy, produced by Hum Beats. This is the first turn on the record where it starts to, not starts because it doesn't go back to this, but this is where it gets a little different than the first 4 tracks you've heard. It's a smooth female joint. It grows in depth. It gets bigger as it goes on. It builds up. I like that. Dave East and Styles, they showed a different side of themselves on here. Has Jazzy singing on it. She's good. It sounds dope. I like that. The singing that she's doing, it pulls the whole track together. But it ain't no lovey-dovey. When I say it's a female girl joint, this is not no lovey-dovey type of track. This is a lot of like copulation talk. This is a lot of orgy, a lot of menage talk. Just they not in love with these chicks that we're speaking about on this song. Let's just say that. The beat is more melodic than most of the other stuff. Not when I say melodic, I'm talking more, I don't want to say R&B-ish, but that's the best I can do. You know what I'm saying? That's the best I can do for the description of this beat. But it's not whack, and nothing has made me feel like I couldn't listen to it. Now, I'm not going to be saying I'm going to be bumping this album on repeat. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that this stuff is good for what it is. Next song, Exotic Shit, produced by Christian Rondon. All right, so this is a faster tempo, just exotic talk, basically like the title is saying. They just working well together. Styles giving more hood tales. It's a big bottom bass to this. This is a new school feel, and it's probably the first track. I don't think none of the other tracks I like this one as far as they said full verses. Like I think they gave full 16s. I don't think they went back and forth. The other one jumped in with the other one. I don't think they did that. This is the first track that I could say that I don't remember that they did not go back and forth on. He's just showing you how to live. Willie talk, same shit you expect. If you're saying you're going to bring back that New York feeling from the 2000s, this is what you're going to get. Exotic Shit, another dope track. All this shit's dope. Let's keep it moving. Next track, Do You Know What Time It Is? Produced by Hitmaker Dot. Now this one is like more funky. This like a soul beat. This harkens back to some 70s black exploitation shit, some American gangster shit, old school hook, the old Kool Moe Dee hook. Do you know what time it is? Tell me, do you know? That's old Kool Moe Dee came out with that joint right at the time where rap was going a different way from where he was going, right where Kool Moe Dee was still kind of the man in a way, but rap was moving away from Kool Moe Dee. But this is one of the songs that was very popular for Kool Moe Dee. They took the hook, they spun it into their song. Works well. The beat sounds like live instrumentation. They're just speaking on their day-to-day life, how it varies from in the day they're one person, their father, their businessman. At night they on some we might rob you type shit. It's just another side of them telling you that, Styles is like, I'm in the juice spot in the daytime, and at nighttime, you know what I'm saying, I'm doing something completely different. And shouts out to Styles P for having a juice bar. That's major to me, because a lot of dudes would have just opened a liquor store, a barber shop. You know what I'm saying? Just the same shit. Like, man, healthy, man. Start thinking about what's going on in your body, man. Shouts out to Styles P. And I'm gonna get to New York and I'm going to that joint. I just want to see what's going on. I want to get a juice and a smoothie. So basically, they just showing you the different side. It ain't all rap. It ain't all gunplay. You saw it is what it is. They grown men. The beat is dope. Hitmaker Dot did his thing. That's cool. Next song, Cut from a Different Cloth, produced by Vinny Idol. Styles is on the hook. The track is very busy. A lot going on. It's a driving synth and piano keys. This is the subject matter is basically robbery talk, drug fiend talk, life talk, violent, vivid imagery. The song is haunting, like just like echoey melodies in it, and it's just put you right on the street. You feel like you're right in the corner. The production fits the mood of the album. It does not veer away. Nothing has veered away from what you would expect. You know how you get these albums, they get it one song in there, and it's like, ooh, that shit don't sound right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some of like Snoop albums will be all over the place. Like the last one that I did review, I did like that. But some Snoop albums, the songs get so varied, they just one extreme to the other. It's like it doesn't, the cohesiveness is not there. But this album is not like that. Next song, Rare Breed, produced by Poobs. So this is this is almost up tempo. It's right there. It's almost up tempo, almost faster, but it's a nice level where they get it at. Muffled kick with like a wood block type snare. It's just back to the hood, a few jewels in there. Just real talk. The scratches, which is rare. I like that Poobs put the scratches in there. That's very rare in this day and age. You don't hear a lot of that. You will hear it. Dudes will throw it back to the scratches, but we need more of that. And you know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, you knew who was scratching and shit. And nowadays, they just throw the scratches in there. You don't know who the DJ is. You don't know what's going on. I'm sure the producer did these scratches, I'm sure. But like most of the time, when these songs, like you'll hear a Drake song and it'll have some scratching on it. Like you don't know who did the scratching. Like I think all this feeling need to come back of the respecting the DJs. Who's the one doing the scratch? Or did you even get a real DJ to scratch? Like, we need to know this stuff. Like, we need to bring back not just... Like, I try to say the producers in every song. Like, when I do my reviews, I try to put the producer's name in who produced it, because that's important. But you also got DJs out here who still doing the craft of what they do. And we need to talk about that, too. Now, again, I'm sure the producer did these scratches. I'm sure it wasn't a real DJ. Or maybe he is a real DJ. But what I'm saying is, we need more of this. We need more DJs being used the way they're supposed to be used and shouted out for doing what they do. The song is good. There's nothing whack yet. Next song, track 10, We Got Everything, produced by Chase and Cash. It seems to be one person, but I'm not sure. It's Chase and Cash. It's very boom bap to me. This is that 90s, that best sound from the 90s. It's very New York. They put a nice, it feel like some Subway shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this feels right. They have the repetitive loop that feels underground. They have a dope cadence. Everything meshes together well. Like the My Block, We Got Everything shit remind you of Walmart. It's true. It's out here. Like, basically, these dudes is walking up with all kind of items, stolen shit. It's vivid. It's imaginative. And I think these two dudes touch right on the topic. I think they stay on point, and they can put you, just like Nas can do, they can put you right in that zone, and you can see what they see. And I think this is a really, really dope music right here. I want to keep it moving. Next song, In the Jungle, featuring Tish Hyman, produced by Noah Styles. All right, so this is another departure from the norm. I told you there was one before this. This is probably the only other song that departs from the cohesiveness, the feeling of the album, but it doesn't kill the feature, the feeling of the album. This is a softer, mellow, more mellow song. The keys, it's a clean mix, very smooth. It's grown and sexy. This is like, you know, you can hear Jay rapping on this. That's what it sounds like. Tish Hyman on the hook is what keeps this hard. Like, their verses are hard. The music is more laid back, but Tish Hyman, her vocals on here, make you remember that, yo, what you listening to. This is like one foot in the grave shit. You know what I'm saying? And they kept it really gutter. They didn't put it on there and try to shine and spice it up. This was a very, very good ghetto song, for lack of a better word. It's right there where they keep the shit at. Next song, number 12, Thoughts and Models, produced by Mr. Authentic and Triple A. It's mid to slow tempo. It got like a floating keys sounds to me, grinding bass line. This is an ode to wifeys or wifey, depending on, you know, how you want to say it. Just letting her know, yeah, I respect that you riding for me, and I respect that you down for me, but you still gotta do your job and put in your work. You still gotta be loyal. You still gotta do them hood shit things when it comes time to do that. And that's how we're gonna keep this thing fresh. I know that's some crazy shit to say, but that's basically what the song is about. In my opinion, it's just about talking about down ass chicks that do what they gotta do for their man, and that's there's nothing wrong with that. Mr. Authentic and Triple A. I don't know who they are, but I think they should get more work, because this is some clean production. Next song, Load My Gun, featuring The Locks, produced by Motif, Alumni, and Kaz. This is the last song. It's 13 tracks on this album. This song is, to me, a muffled kick and snare. It's a 2-key bass line to me. It got a little head bob to it, an intense, relentless beat. These producers locked in to what the Locks supposed to be rapping on. It's a perfect pace for these street poets. They are right in line, right in tune with what we would expect if you're gonna say featuring the Locks. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no yammy whammy shit. Sheik sounds fresh as ever. He's on the hook, I believe, and he sounds dope as ever. All the verses are dope. There is no weak link on this album. I don't think that we could point out any song and say it's trash, because they almost all extremely similar, and their bars don't one out bars the other. Sometimes you feel like Dave got a leg up on that song, and then sometimes you feel like Styles got a leg up on that other song. But for the most part, all 13 songs, no one mailed it, and they all did what they needed to do. It is a collab album of what you exactly would expect these two dudes to sound like, and I'm going to give this a grade of B++. Very good album. My only drawback is it is too much of its own self. And I think that's why it's only 13 tracks. I mean, they both busy. They're not a real group, so they did 13 tracks, and it's good. My only takeaway that I can say that is not that's not complimentary. Well, not even that is not complimentary. I just say that it's a lot of the same. Like, the whole thing is the same all the way through. In my opinion, the beats change, but the topic stays pretty much the same. But it's still a good album. That doesn't mean it is trash. It doesn't mean it is whack. It doesn't mean anything other than the fact that these are hood rappers, masters of their craft, and they did exactly what you would expect them to do. So on that note, my name is Chuckwick Ills, aka Charles Brown. I suggest you go out and listen to this beloved album. If you want that throwback feel, that back in the day, that shit they say we not getting, you know, like, oh, these kids today, y'all, they don't know. This is what you're looking for. This is what that head nod shit you're looking for. Subscribe, like the video, don't like the video. My other channel got the talking facts, the more controversial shit. If you go on my Charles Brown channel, I try to do that every week. And also the audioliquor.com is up. It's like a gateway to everything with the audioliquormag.com is up, and that's a gateway, like a magazine. We going to start putting interviews up. We got the reviews, the movie reviews, the music reviews up with Dale. I got a lot more shows planned up. Audio Liquor Mag is going to be the shit. I need y'all to go over there, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Instagram, Facebook. It is what it is. My name is Chuckwick Ills, a.k.a. Charles Brown. I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Thank you for watching. Peace.